Sheila B. Dior.
Welcome to Ash Shenanigans with Ash. What? Alright. Before I get copyrighted. Welcome. Welcome back to Ash Shenanigans with Ashley. You know what it is. It's our intro. It's our a bit. I can't even speak right now, but let's do a little introduction. As we already know, I cannot smoke inside, so we're gonna pretend. What's good? It's Ash coming in for your weekly. Why do I keep fucking up? I switched it and I promise you I can't even remember. Okay, do it again. What's good? It's Ashley coming in for your weekly wake and bake. Start your vibe off right by listening to Ashin' It with Ashley. I hope you guys had a very good holiday, Christmas, Hanukkah, and Kwanzaa just started today. Today is the 26th, so yeah, so anyways, boom, right into the shit. Just know, guys, I have been so sad. I just been in the saddest mood. Like, after I quit that job, I just been like, damn, that really fucked up my money. I'm not gonna lie to you. But I'm like, you know what? Not all money's good money. And we gotta stay positive because, oh, my Lord has a do. Because it's just been a lot of mental things going on. Trying to figure my life out. Like, what do I want to do? And I'm 27. Like, what the fuck is going on? But yeah, that's what's been going on with me. Nothing too serious. Just real sad, real depressed. Trying to get my life together. But anyways, today's podcast, we're talking about the issues with helping friends and family. Cliche, because we just celebrated Christmas. So, I just want to know, like, what do y'all feel how I be feeling when it comes to family and friends? Because I promise you, if you keep taking from me, I'm going to cut through the fuck. I'm going to just cut you off because I need it to be fair. You know? Like, it needs to be a two-way street. So, like, how would you define a friendship? Like, how would you define a friendship? Let that settle in. Think about it. Because how I would define a friendship is, if you know I'm going through, like, hypothetically, like, if my friend told me, like, she's going through something, like, anything, and I'd be like, oh, if I can do something for that friend, I'm gonna do something for that friend. You feel what I'm saying? Like, if I'm capable of doing something. But that's just me. And it sounds like that's what everybody wants in a friendship, but it doesn't really happen. It's kind of weird, kind of strange. So, like, that's what my definition of a friend is. Family, to me, is somebody where I can come to with any goddamn thing, blood or not. I can be me without a question. I can just kick my socks off and be me, or you can come tell me about myself. I tell you about yourself, and we'll always have a connection. You feel me? There'll be no issues, no, why did she talk to me like that? Like, we have an understanding of each other. We know each other. We accept each other. Honestly, that's the definition for a friendship and family support. Because they both honestly have the same fucking shit in my brain. For me, because I'm not really family oriented, so, like, I really take my friendship as, like, if you really close to me, if you really ride for me, like, you're gonna be family regardless. So, like, you know, that's how I like to move and groove. You do. What's the purpose of, like, this, like, the purpose, I'm asking y'all questions right now. Nobody's here but me. The purpose of, like, discussing the complications in helping loved ones it should be more of a conversation, because, like, we're so, like, used to, like, oh, that's blood, or that's your mom, that's your dad, that's your auntie, that's your this, that, da. Like, no. How about we understand, like, when it comes to helping people, it shouldn't be I don't know, I ask and I receive. Like, you should just be like, you should understand, if they don't have it, they don't got it. If there's complications with that, then that should tell you, like, maybe this is who I need to be asking for help with. And then maybe if they do help me, they might throw it in my fucking face later on. We don't need those type of people. I just feel like if we can just help people without any ill intentions, I feel like, wow, my God, it'd be a breath of fresh air for everybody. And this brings me to, like, expectations and entitlement. Because people have such expectations when it comes to, like, a certain family member. So this come from, like, a parent or somebody, a guardian. So when you look at a guardian, you think, like, okay, like, I didn't ask to be brought to this world, so I'm asking for help. You better help me. Because I used to be like that. Like, I was not asked to be here. So if I'm asking for help and you throw it in my face, because you didn't get help at the same age that I am, what is that gonna solve? Like, I don't understand. But then again, the entitlement for some kids growing up is like, no, like I need this, I deserve this because I'm like an only child, and give me everything I want because I'm the only child. Like, I'm your only one here. Like, like there's just certain things I feel like parents should honestly start checking themselves because they kind of are the start to how they are as adults. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's just take it like, if you keep giving a child everything they want as a kid, they're gonna grow up thinking they can get everything they want. I have a brother. Wow. Let me talk to y'all about my older brother, because this motherfucker, I love him to death, but my God, he was spoiled as a baby. Like, spoiled, couldn't tell that nigga no, couldn't tell that nigga anything besides here you go with his fat ass. And I'm just like, he ain't fat, but I talk shit. It is what it is, a Midwestern. But when it comes to my brother, I'm like, see, looking at him, he got everything handed to him, and now he in prison. I don't know. See, me, I got to work my shit since I was young. Like, nobody treated me like a babe, or nobody really spoiled me. Nobody really treated me like how I'm supposed to be treated. You know what I'm saying? Like, me and my mom would have the worst fucking relationship. It's like, what the fuck? So this entitlement shit is like, it comes from the home. Like, why do we feel like we deserve to get these things even though nobody is entitled to give us anything? You feel what I'm saying? Like, parent or not, that is still your parents' money. It's in their pocket. Nothing is yours because you're a child. You're the child, but nothing is yours. I feel like that needs to be the standard conversation when it comes to balancing relationships, because balancing personal boundaries and balancing obligations is like, you gotta fucking balance everything out. Even though it sounds easier said than done, but it's just like at the end of the day, a lot of our traits is coming from younger days. So we set these personal boundaries when we get older. It's like, okay, what do I think I deserve? And then what are my expectations? So what is my entitlement compared to my expectations? I think we should all sit down, make a list. I'll do it myself. Come back next conversation and be like, okay, this is what I want out of like a human being, friendship, family, anything, because it is an emotional strain when you're just always, when somebody's always asking for something, and they never give you the same energy in return. So for instance, let's just say like, when somebody keeps, like, let's say you have a friend, she's in a toxic relationship, and she just keeps, only time she contacts you is when she is in a fucking situation with her boyfriend or girlfriend or whatever the fuck. And it's like, that's the only time they come and talk to you. They never hit you up saying, hey, how are you doing on a random day? Or never check you in, or never say, hey, you want to hang out? Like, none of this shit. But they want your advice when it comes to their relationship. Like, why? That is draining the fuck out of me. And honestly, after looking in, if you have lost friendships in that way because you didn't realize, if you keep projecting your feelings on people, and people get tired of the shit, it's exhausting being friends with somebody that keeps not listening to them, or they keep wanting to do the same shit, and your friend, you expect your friend to still be there. Like, yes, that'll be nice, but we can't expect people to do things that we would want from them. You feel what I'm saying? Like, we can't expect anybody to do anything for us. Point blank fucking period. Just like in a strip club, not a damn dollar is mine until this shit is in my motherfucking money bag. You feel me? Because that is his money or her money until that shit is in my shit. I ain't entitled to nothing until it's mine. So that's where I'm like, that's where it's like, And then like the impact of like somebody's well-being, that could be also an emotional strain on somebody. So like when it comes to like personal well-being, I would say like when somebody's slowly coming to their own personal growth, understanding who they are as a person, understanding where they're coming from, understanding like the little baby steps when it comes to how we are, and could make a big impact to our well-being. You feel me? And like also brings me to my next bulletin point: difficulty in managing one's own issues while helping others. So it's like, practice what you preach. That's pretty much what it is, because it's like it's easier to give people advice, right? And then when it's literally the same damn situation, not same damn situation, but like the same kind of situation, and you like hearing it, and you know you gave somebody else the same advice that you were trying to give yourself, but for some reason it is like hard to manage our own advice. But it's so easy for us to give this advice. It's just crazy. Like, I swear, life is it's not so simple because the whole economy and money and shit, but like, take all that out, it is like literally the simplest thing to understand, because it's like, okay, let me just be real with myself. Let me be real. Let me understand some shit and move on. Because That's what it is. Understand yourself, love yourself, protect yourself. Boom. And this brings to my next column is like dependency issues, because people are so dependent on people. So it's like some individuals aren't wanting to take a risk of finding their own personality or being their own person, or leading to themselves emotionally to how about people blah, blah, blah. What I'm trying to say is, when people can't foster their own selves, or like being alone by themselves with their own emotions and their feelings and stuff like that, that is a risk, because it's like, whoa, this is somebody. Honestly, in a way, it's like you don't even know yourself fully until you get to those moments. Because you can like always be around people, always have the yes man, always going out with your friends, like that is a distraction. That is like a fucking mask. Because once you take that shit off and like get those people out your way, and like you're sitting at home with your emotions, I promise you, you start to like understand yourself a lot more. Like, maybe I am a little crazy. Maybe this anger, I have a lot of anger here. I gotta really work out, because that's been me. Like, I had to hit a wall. It took me so long to realize, like, you don't gotta hit shit, bitch. You can literally calm your fucking self down with this. It'll be the same emotions, but calm yourself down. Walk away. Why you gotta hit people or throw things at the wall? You don't gotta do none of that. So take my little advice right there, because you don't gotta do the little. I know it feels better when you hit shit. So I'm like, find other outlets where it gives you that same feeling. Either that's like hitting the couch real quick, or going outside and yelling like, ah! Like doing little shit like that will be amazing. Like a whew. Little meditation is all we really need. When we talk about I can't even say the word that I put down, but unhealthy support dynamics is honestly like when you are with people who don't support you, or friends with people. If you're with family that don't support you, that's an easy cutoff. I don't care, because family's family. Friends, if they feel like, what am I trying to say? If they feel like you're only in your life because of you add to their life, like let me try to. So like nowadays, people only want to be friends if you if they fit their aesthetic, or if they can manipulate or not manipulate you, but like use your connections, or try to get close to you because they see your potential and who you know, and like that little shit. So it's like that can really have an unhealthy support, like that makes you confused, like who really supports me, who doesn't, because like sometimes feels like only time you get support is when you got eyes on you, because when you just down low, like this podcast for example, nobody's really listening right now, but when somebody starts listening and starts sharing, and popular people, and then more people start talking about the podcast and spread the word of mouth, that's when I'll start seeing this random support that I didn't get in the beginning. Like it's just crazy. Like, you start seeing shit when you start doing shit, and it's like, okay, I gotta figure my life out. Not my life out, but I gotta figure myself out, really what I want to do, because really setting personal boundaries and obligations is what you should do. Back to what I was saying. Oh, long-term versus short-term assistance. So like, understand who's in here for the long run, who's in here for the short time, who's here for the long time. What did I just say? Who's here for the short time, who's here for the long time, and who's here for, I don't even know. But you know what I'm trying to say? It's just like, certain people are on here for lessons. Some people are on here for literally a half a second. Some people are here for a lifetime. But it's just like, having to figure that out, it's just a life game. Let's have fun with it. It's going to be sad. It's going to be fun. It's going to be shitty. It's going to be depressing. All types of emotions. We all have emotions. Male, female, that's all we have in common. We have emotions. So it's like, we should honestly understand each other a lot more, instead of all this competition, weird dynamics, and this and that and that and that and that, because oh my goodness gracious, at this point, it's just like, once you figure out what you want to tolerate and what you don't want to tolerate, I promise you, when you cut, it's gonna be easy to cut family off. I've done this with old mom. Cut her off in college. Was like, girl, you are affecting me. You're toxic. You just make me mad. You just want to argue. Like, I need you out of my life right now. And it's okay to do that. Because to my next point, communication barriers. Because misunderstandings and expressions is very common. So like, we're in a day and age of technology. So we literally text all the time. You know how many conversations can get misread and mislead because of a way somebody else is reading that text message is quite insane. And it's quite sad that that's where people feel more comfortable in expressing themselves. So we got to bring this back, because I fall victim to that. I feel more comfortable writing because it just feels easier. Like I feel like my tone of voice gets so like nitpicked and taken out of context. I'm just like, writing is simple for me. So I would say like, see, that's what I'm trying to figure out, like the happy medium, because I'm like, I much rather just write and you read. But if you misinterpret what I'm saying, I'll be irritated at the same time. So having to figure that out, that's where I feel like misunderstandings can, see, that's a fine line, because it's like, damn, that's where you gotta know the person that you're talking to a little bit more, like accept who they are. If they are a little rough because they're from the East Coast, then accept that. Don't try to change who they are. That's who they are. Why taking it personally? Like we said last week, why are we taking things personally? Why? Because there's no need to do that. No need. Where we at? Where we at? Okay, so yes, conflict arising from different priorities. So like this is where at the big girl ages, when we're grown up, having friendships is hard as fuck, because it's like we all have different priorities. People got kids, people don't got kids, people want to do this, do that, do that. Like my priority right now is myself, my relationship, get my money up. That's it. Like that is, I don't give a fuck about anything else right now. Like I don't, kids is out the fucking blue. No, not happening. But I do have friends who do have kids, and those are their priorities. Different fucking lives. But as long as again, accept each other, understand they're in a different lifespan now, different position in their lives. This is where they're going, this is where you're going, and we can still come to a similar ground and have a little lunch date dinner day and talk about life and burst off again and don't talk for a little bit and do it again. Like that's what I feel like could erase not all conflicts with different priorities, but like all this little drama shit, all this extra like, oh, I don't want to, I can't be your friend, somebody that's a mom, or like some weird shit. Like, why don't we just accept somebody and just accept your friends and their new chapters in lives? That's fun. Like, we can't be the same thing, doing everything at the same time. Like, no, like that's where we get different conversations, different advice, different opinions, different perspectives. Like all these other things is because we are doing different things, have different priorities, and that's very, very needed. Close to the end here. It's a quick little podcast, nothing too crazy, because I don't think we have much for Ask Ashley. Let me check. But to our next bulletin, reputation and social pressure. So like the fear of judging from our peers. Like for instance, like I said, I'm 27. My peers have been traveling around the world, literally living their lives for what I'm seeing on social media, and I'm just like, damn, I barely made it to Boston last year. So I'm trying to get on their level. I'm trying to go out the country, be all this, be all cute, and like, but I'm like, no, I don't really care about what my peers think of me or what my peers are judging out of me. Because right now, I used to care what my peers thought about me. Because I'm like, oh, I have this podcast, right? And it's literally, to them, a failure. To me, this is shit's fun as fuck. I'm having a vibe. I'm having a time, a vibe. I'm getting to get my own, this is my own therapy. So I want to help me, help you, help the world. And I'm just like, all right. So when it comes to fear of judgment of our peers, honestly, just give her confidence in yourself and not give a fuck. Because why would we give a fuck? And that goes on to my next bulletin, is like the impact of social dynamics in circles. Again, yes, it's important. Like social dynamics is important. It's because like if you know people, then that's literally that's gonna be the same. That's gonna be a saying till the day we all fucking die. Because if you're in an inner circle, that's more opportunities. If you know people in the inner circle, excuse me, sorry, ew. But if you know people in the inner circle, boom, opportunities, easy. And that's impact. Like that is something that you be like, damn, I didn't think this was real until it happened to me type shit. So I don't know. When it comes to sorry, my stomach was crazy. The social dynamics and stuff like that, like that just does come. See, that's I put that down, but like honestly, it's one of those things where I want you to think about. Like I want you to think about this bulletin and like come to your own definition and conclusion, because I think that's a more personal question, a more personal thing to think about. Okay, yeah, we're going to just, I think that's okay. So now My last bulletin, we talking about friends, helping friends and family. It's just like when we help friends and family, it makes us feel good, but also feel like abused and used all at the same time. So a way to get that abused and used feeling out the way is honestly get with people who are similar to you, who have the same qualities as you, same outlook of friendship as you. It's kind of like similar things. Not, it ain't gonna be the same person because there's never gonna be another person that thinks like you, but like similar common things. Like if you do for me, do for you. If I scratch your back. We ain't gonna be at no dinner talking about, oh, this is mine, I got this that. No, here's the car, split it half, here you go. Or I'll take it and you take the next spot. Like I like that shit simple, easy, and cute. Like I don't know, that's what I figured out what I want with my friends and family. Because after I helped out so many people, and like I keep getting, anytime I ask for help, it's always like crickets or excuses, or it's like always something that somebody cannot ever do. But it's like for me, unfortunately, it's like finances is like what I really need when it comes to help. Because like mentally, like on the way, like I kind of figured out a way to handle myself. But yes, I still have slip-ups, so I still go on social media and like, like just vent real quick on social media, or I would just like, I don't want any validation. I just want to be heard in a different way. So I'm tired of like, talking to myself. So when I'm tired of talking to myself, I'll probably go and do some dumb shit with social media and be like, da 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 da, and then like feel dumb after because I'm like, why do I care? Why do you already know about what I'm going through? But I was like, actually, at this point, we should all know what we're all going through and be open because we're all not alone. Like, come on, Neo. So that's what I'm talking about today because I felt like this past Christmas, I just felt like, you know what? I usually would tell people, what do you want? Go out my way to give people gifts and stuff. But nobody goes out the way for me for the same shit. So I stopped that. And I feel a lot better. Like yesterday on Christmas, I didn't tell anybody really Merry Christmas. And I'm not even sad about it because nobody really hit me up at all to tell me Merry Christmas. And the ones who did are the new. It's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. It's like I do play a lot of games with life because it's like fun. Like not with people, but like with life. So like, this is like, I guess, no, let me shut the fuck up. Because I guess I do play games with people, but not like in an evil, intentional way. Like I just want to know, like, what would you do for me? Like, because I love gifting people. But I'm like, ooh, I got to hold myself back. Because I'm like, I don't know. Like, I just don't know sometimes. I just don't fucking know. I don't know. It sounds like crazy. Like, oh, do you deserve it? Like, it sounds crazy, but it's like, not that you deserve it, but it's like, ooh, like, you haven't done shit for me, but like, I just love doing shit for people. So I'm going to just do that because that's my personality. But I had to stop that because I felt like I was just not getting appreciated. So there's that. But, teach is your own. I just want to let y'all know, like, hey, these feelings are perfectly normal, but you ain't gotta help everybody. You ain't gotta give your kids everything they want. You ain't gotta talk to your parents, your grandma. You ain't gotta do anything that you don't want to do, family or not. I want you all to know you can do what you want to do. Like what? So, anyways, we're in our little segment called Ask Ashley, and we got like a couple letters here. We're gonna do like 2 or 3 because. Yeah, it's a lot. So let's get right into it. So this says, I suck at reading signs because I've never dated, but I think that someone likes me and I like her. I don't want to ask her out. It's my sister's roommate/friend. Is it crossing the boundary if I date them? Honestly, just talk to your sister. Because honestly, roommate, no. Who the fuck? Do what you want to do. Yeah, it's cool. Yeah, the roommates and not. But it's not like they're best friends or some shit, and like you knew her since childhood, and you grew up together, and like nice here this way you want to fuck her, da da da. Like it's not like that. So I just feel like talk to your sister and ask her out. Get that confidence up, boo. Next is do it. Buy that expensive thing you don't need. You're spoiling everybody else this Christmas season. Why not yourself? That's crazy. Point. I got somebody's saying okay. They tell me what they got. And they said, what will you spoil yourself with? I'd love to know. Well, girl, not shit. I spoil myself with just like learning who I am and love myself. The gifts will come later because like I said, y'all, lost the job, quit the job, money is tight. All right, this one says, what was it or is like for someone to have romantic what was it or is like for someone to have romantic interest in for you? I know what you're trying to say. So if somebody really likes you, like just likes you, they'll just talk to you. Like men, if it's a guy you're talking about, men are very simple. If they like you, they'll just talk to you. I know that sounds crazy, but like that's what I discovered. And like people watching and like just stalking people and like watching a lot of life. Yeah, men are very simple. Next we have, so I've been feeling weird lately. I don't know what's going on. Well, girl, you gotta go a little deeper than that, boy, girl. I don't know who you are, but you gotta get a little bit more detail. All right, this next one is, do husbands need to respect their wives in all aspects? Absolutely. This husband and vice versa. This husband keeps saying bad things about his friends, yet he happily smiles whenever in front of them. I don't understand why he's doing that. It makes me not to trust him, and what makes me not like them. Because of what because of what because of what because of what he is telling me about them. And I discovered in his messenger that he spilled our plans to that friend, and I don't like what he's doing. I don't want to open up because he'll take it as I'm arguing with him. I don't want to be with these people anymore, but he keeps inviting them to whatever plans we want. It's difficult for me to trust him now. What should I do? Girl, leave. At this point, if you already committed to him, you already talked to him, you already said, hey, I'm uncomfortable with this, I don't like this, and he's overstepping you and still want to be with friends. Maybe he wants to be with his friends, wink, wink. Maybe, wink, wink, he wants to be with his homies, girl, wink, wink. He might be down low. He might be. I don't know. Because why the fuck do you want to be with your homies for that much? Or why you gonna invite him to our... Why? Why? Because we're arguing about your friends. No. Weird. Oh, no. This next one is... Hold on, y'all. Sorry. We're almost done. Okay. Oh my gosh, it's a little long one. Okay. I'm suffering. My mind keeps telling me that I'm no good. I have so much pent up anger throughout the years. I never figured out why to let it out, pretty much. I've been called a bitch all my life, whether it's friends or family. Pause on that. If there's nothing wrong with being called a bitch. To me, I feel like if you're a bitch, it means you're very in tune with yourself. You're very close to whoever you call higher power, and you very just know who you are. If that's a bitch, then let's be bitches. Cause the fuck, tell me something I don't know about myself. Thank you. But it's really my fault. I mean, I was never really acknowledged growing up, and really all I heard was how much I was no good compared to my brother. Because of this, I isolated and kept to myself for many years. I know it's not healthy, but it is better than hearing you're no good or being treated like garbage. My pops told me that I'm exactly like my uncle, and he was an angry man who was announced with BPD. I don't want to be like that. I'd rather not go down that route. Does anyone have any tips for any suggestions for handling anger in building better connections with people? I've been thinking about boxing or any kind of self-defense classes lately, but I'm 27 and I don't know if I'm too late. I do a lot of running and working out, but before I used to play soccer and volleyball and enjoy a lot of hiking and camping. Any suggestions would help this socially awkward loser? You're not a loser. And, oh, it's a man. Okay, so what I'm going to say is, you're not your uncle, and there's nothing wrong with having a bipolar BPD, because honestly, we all have something mentally going on with us. We all have some issues going on with us. So we should all honestly make it more normal and more like positive and more fun and more like lively when we do have these mental disorders. Because it's okay. It's okay. We just all are a little different, a little kooky, a little bit kookier more than others, and that's okay. And we all have depression. So if you can find your own way to handle these emotions, because granted, you may be like your uncle, but that's not a bad thing. It shouldn't be a bad thing. Honestly, talk to your uncle if you could. Be like, what do you do to your day-to-day? And I would say, tips to handle your anger would be, do the boss thing. You're never too old, girl. I'm 27. Boy, I'm 27 too. So start whenever. If boxing helps you to relieve that anger and not hit anybody else, do boxing. Or harm yourself, please do that. Or if you like to you're a very active man. So I'll say, like, cliche, the gym. But I wouldn't say the gym. I feel like you should honestly thinking about it, because of like having your anger and building connections, it's just find people who are similar to you. Like do I don't know if you want to do like a lot of hitting, but if you tried yoga, like that's like a strength, like that's a power strength, like that gets you like, I don't know how to explain power yoga, but it's like that is like gets you like mentally strong, like you're just strong. I don't know that's the best I can explain it, but like handling your anger is just a personal. It's a trial and error situation. Because with me, my anger, like I said, I used to hit walls, I used to hit people, I used to hit like any fucking thing because I'm like, you made me angry. I need to let this shit out, bro. Like I need to let it out of my system. And then like I don't know, like you're not even thinking straight. So I would just say, when you get to those moments, let yourself be angry and then self reflect back and see what would you want to do to not react that way, if that makes any goddamn sense. Last but not least, let's do this one. My favorite coworker from work is leaving me. Her husband was offered a job in the States, and she gets to move back home to take care of her mom, who has a lot of health issues, and her sisters are druggies, so she's the only one who will take care of her. I hugged her and said I was excited, but I wanted to slap her for leaving me. She makes my work life so much better and always happy and always smiling. I'm going to miss her so much. Oh, see, little things like that. Like, you should just tell people. Because it's like, I don't know, people don't know how you really feel if you don't express it. This is the last one. That was just like the cutest little thing. Okay, this is the last one. I'm not lying. I fumbled. I haven't been attracted to someone in a long time. I'm afraid of intimacy. I push people away. I'm fucking stupid. I got drunk last night, invited you out, made a fool of myself. I don't normally drink. I don't normally flirt. I get it. That person you met isn't the type of person you want. I made a mistake and showed you someone I'm not, just trying to push past my fear and drank too much. It sucks because I haven't even found anyone attractive in almost 2 years. Yet, I've had a crush on you for a while. I wish you would text me. Sorry for kissing you in the bar. I haven't kissed anyone in so long. I feel like an idiot. I fucking hate myself. Well, talk to you. You need to talk to yourself nicely. And honestly, you didn't film anything. You're not really telling me anything that he said to you. You're more like overthinking of your actions within yourself, and you're creating these instances that didn't even really happen, and you just like make yourself go crazy, feel yourself like you make yourself feel like shit about yourself, and you shouldn't really be feeling shit about yourself. This is natural. You're at a bar, you like somebody, you're not stupid, you got drunk, he invited you out. Like, what makes you think you made a fool of yourself? That's what I want to know. What makes you think that he doesn't like you? What makes you hate yourself? Like, do you like yourself? I feel like, honestly, you shouldn't even go out, and you shouldn't even look for anything until you change that I hate myself to I love myself. Until then, like, I don't think you should include anybody in your life, honestly, unless they are willing to go through that ride with you in self-discovery. And because you have no, this is no, take this out of love. I'm really tough love. I'm a tough love speaker. You have no insecurity. You're insecure is, oh my God, I can't speak. You're very insecure. So once you figure out your insecurity and understand your confidence, you're not gonna this whole thing right here, you're not even gonna realize who you are when you start switching up your mindset. So that's the end of Ask Ashley. I hope y'all like what I picked out this to speak about, and I hope y'all like today's topic, because of family, friends, fuck them. Be you, help yourself, love yourself. And your tribe will come to you, blood family or friends, regardless of the fact. Regardless of the fact, we are all human beings. We are all here for one life and one life only. Woo! So, anyways, as we come to the end of the podcast, oh my God, I forgot to pick a quote, y'all. I'm failing. Let me pick a quote real quick. Don't say shit. Okay, so as we come to the end of the podcast, let's see what Pinterest comes up. Oh, nah, shit. Oh my God. Oh God, I had a. This is just embarrassing. This is just embarrassing. Okay, this is the quote. This is the quote, and it's from Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and not lean on your own understandings. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. Let me say that again. Proverbs 3:5-6. Trust in the Lord with all your heart, and do not lean on your own understanding. In all your ways, acknowledge him, and he will make straight your paths. That's kind of confusing, but like make sense in your brain. Because again, the quote will be, I'm fixing me, because sometimes We are the problem. And you know what? It is what it is. It is what it is. So I hope you guys liked today's episode. And I'll catch back up with you on our next conversation. Bye.